Hello and welcome to Bethesda, Maryland, as we get set for the fourth game of this season series between the Gaithersburg Giants and the Bethesda Big Train. I'm David Lewis, alongside me Tyler Lochte, and Tyler, the Giants just escaped last night against the T-Bolts 5-4. A walk-off single from A.J. Martin extended his hit streak to 12. He comes back into the lineup in the three-hole spot tonight. Tyler, this game is going to be one that I think the entire league has their eyes on.
Absolutely. Whenever you have a team in first and a team right behind them in the division going at it, it is always fun. I know the Giants have a 3-game lead right now, but the Big Train can knock that down to 2 with a big win tonight. The Giants have had their number beating them in each of their last 2 contests, but hey, it's Big Train at Povich. You can never really go in here too confident, even though the Giants did get the job done last time.
Yeah, they did get the job done last time. You were there for that game, 10-8. A.J. Martin again had himself a game there.
Yeah, he did. He went deep. A grand slam over the scoreboard. But again, we looked at, who's up, who's ready to go for the Big Train tonight out of their pen. It's everybody. So if you're the Giants right now, you're trying to get as many runs on the board as early as you can so that those big-time relievers do not play a factor.
First pitch, Brady Powell fouls back into the netting. Sam Mitchell on the mound for the Big Train. He's making his first start of the season. He's only appeared just once. That was back on June 23rd. 0-1. Misses just high. Count goes even at 1-1. Mitchell just recorded 1 out against the Aces, giving up 2 earned runs on 1 hit. Powell fouls this one high and out of play. And judging by the crowd's reaction, sounded like it may have hit a car. One-two to the Giants leadoff. Fouls it yet again. Powell putting up quite a fight to start this game off.
Yeah, you said it. Absolutely a fight for Powell, and that's what he does when he steps into the box this year. It has always been tough to get him out.
1-2 again. This one hit onto the shortstop, Keenan Bowen, who fields it and makes the throw in time for out number 1. That'll bring up Aiden Robbins, who, other than A.J. Martin, was the big difference maker last night against the T-Bolts. Had a 2-run home run, his second of the season, and then because of that 2-run home run, he drew an intentional walk to load the bases in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch to Robbins. That one finds the zone on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, this is absolutely a guy at the plate. Dangerous hitter who is, I would say, respected by everybody in this league.
Count goes to 1-1. Pitch on the way. Fouls this one off. Off speed. Robbins couldn't time it up.
I only found scotch.
1-2 fouled away.
There's only so enough tape. There's only so enough tape. There's also scotch, but
1-2 again. That one's high for ball 2. Two misses outside. Count will go full.
So again, if you're Robbins right now and you're the Giants, you have so much pressure.
Robbins lifts this one into right field, and that is in the corner, and it'll be a ground rule double for Aiden Robbins. A great start for the Giants, and that'll bring up A.J. Martin, riding a 12-game hit streak and already has a runner in scoring position.
Well, as I said, you have so much pressure. You know who's in the pen for Bethesda. You're trying to do as much damage as you can early in the game. That's been how the Giants have won so many games this year on a full count pitch. You don't want to put him on with a walk, and Robbins makes him pay with a nice piece down the line and right.
Luke Vaughn behind the dish for the big train, wanting to have a word with his starting pitcher, Sam Mitchell. Both of them Bama guys. First pitch to Martin. That one finds the outside part of the zone. Oh, 1. That one. Again, that off-speed pitch into that high outside corner. Mitchell's been locating that well thus far. Count goes to 0-2. Martin having to protect. Robbins dancing on second. Pitch fouled off by Martin.
Big Train absolutely know what Martin is capable of. Again, that huge grand slam over the scoreboard in left center last time he was here. They're not going to take him lightly.
0-2 for Mitchell again. This one hitting just straight away center, and that's down for a base hit. Robbins will make his way to third, and it's runners on the corners with just one out here in the top of the first.
Just a great piece of hitting. See the ball, send it right back where it came from. Robbins did not get a good read on that ball at all, but Coach Austin Grass just opts to play that better safe than sorry and keep him at third. You've got Barham White, who's been swinging a good bat since coming up from Louisiana. Another one of these guys that the Giants have seemingly found just diamonds in the rough, guys who were late additions and have contributed so much to this team.
First pitch to White. That one misses outside. And you're right, Tyler. I mean, just late additions to the team, but the thing is that the dugout seems always connected. It doesn't matter how many days these guys have been here. Kawashima making his third start. Second pitch bounces in. Martin makes his way to second. That's a good heads-up base running play by A.J. Martin.
Heads up is right. And, you know, for Vaughn behind the dish, I mean, he's at Alabama for a reason. The kid's got a great arm. And, you know, you really need to be careful. You really need to be aware when you're going to try to take a base on him. And there was just nothing that Vaughn could do. The ball was just too far away.
2-0 to White. That one misses high. And now White will likely keep the bat on his shoulder as he one pitch away from loading the bases for Will Burgess. .3-0. That one misses outside. A 4-pitch walk for Barham White brings up the towering left-handed batter in Will Burgess. And I was here for BP, and from what I saw, Burgess was one of I believe the only Giants batter to hit one out during BP. So he was feeling himself during batting practice, and now he has the bases loaded, just one out. First pitch to Burgess. That one bounces in. Count goes to 1-0.
Right now, if you're Will Burgess, there's no need to force a swing. I mean, you've seen 5 balls come in the last 5 pitches. You'll take a walk. That drives in a run. At this point, you really just need to force Mitchell to beat you in the zone.
1-0 to Burgess. That one finds the zone.
And now, if you're Burgess, you've got to be ready to swing. You know, like I said, he was waiting for that first strike to come in. He wasn't trying to help Mitchell out. But now you got to be ready to hit.
1-1, 1 out. That one misses high and outside. Count goes to 2-1.
And Mitchell's misses are not particularly close. It seems like he's either in the zone or way out of it. Not really tough pitches to decide on.
2-1 to Burgess. He hits this one straight back to the pitcher, who throws it to Vaughn for the first out. And Vaughn throws it to first base for a double play. Bases loaded, one out, and Mitchell gets out of a jam. The score is still 0-0, and we'll step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Well, a missed opportunity for the Giants in the top half of this inning, and Liam Deal will take the mound, making his 5th start of the Cal Ripken season. He's been really consistent for the Giants.
Yes, he has, and that's why he started so many games. I mean, I think that for the Giants, one bad start you could say for him, the rest have been very, very good. Again, he got hit around a little bit by the Aces, but his starts against T-Bolt, Senators, and Braves have all been excellent. And you want to see more of that from Liam Deal.
First pitch to Keenan Bowen misses up high. "1-0 from Deal. Swing and a miss.
So right now, if you're the Giants, you're just trying to forget about the top half of that inning as much as possible. If you're the big train, you're trying to build off it. Use that momentum from that double play here in your offense.
1-1 misses just high. Count goes to 2-1. Bowman comes into this game second on the big train in batting average at .379. 2-1. Fouls this one into the netting. Count goes even at 2-2.
That was a pitch outside the zone, so Deal fooling him there.
Bowman actually has 3 home runs in just 12 games. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Deal. First batter faced, first strikeout. And there's one gone here in the bottom of the first.
And he had some struggles getting there, but it's how you finish, David. And that was a great pitch to Endel, and he put it high in the far side of the zone. Gets that swing and miss. Just really strong stuff from Deal with that put-away pitch.
Brings up Andrew Williamson. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it left side out of play. Williamson coming to this game is first on the big train in batting average, .434. 23 hits across 53 at-bats. That pitch misses low and outside. Count goes to 1-1.
I think you'll take that average if you're Sal Colangelo. Good production from him this season.
1-1. Foul down the right field line.
Well, for that last punch out, Deal went heat. He's got another 2-strike count here. Against one of the tougher hitters in this lineup, can he find a way again?
1-2. Just misses outside. Couldn't get the swing and miss that he wanted on that pitch low. 2-2 from Deal. Pitch on the way. That one misses way outside.
I think that just slipped out of his hand there. He was trying to get the off-speed pitch, and he really seems to like to attack that left piece of the plate.
Full count, 1 out. This one lofted in the air to left field. Jaden Brown tracking, and he's under it to make the grab. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
From Cincinnati, Ohio.
That brings up the catcher Luke Vaughn. Vaughn third on the big train in batting average at .357. This is just his 5th game.
Yeah, there's a few names in this lineup that I'm not familiar with, and we've seen the big train already thrice this year.
First pitch to Vaughn misses low and outside.
Deal is hitting 90 consistently now. And you wonder if, it just took him a little bit of time to get settled into this season, find his arm.
1-0. That one misses outside again. Count goes to 2-0.
And now, Deal's starting to miss on the right side of the plate.
2-0. That one finds the zone.
Yeah, he just put it a little bit inside of that far corner.
And I'm sure Luke Vaughn's going to be looking for that pitch in this at-bat. 2-1. That one misses just high.
Big train looking for a base runner here in the first. Giants had 3 of them and stranded 2, loading up the bases for nothing.
3-1. That one misses low. And their first base runner for the big train comes via a walk. That'll bring up Emilio Gonzalez.
From Cape Coral, Florida, the first baseman, number 45, Emilio Gonzalez.
First pitch to Gonzalez. That one bounces in. Good job by Barham White.
Barham White is not who you want to see behind the plate if you're the big train. A team who loves to run against a catcher who has only had one man successfully steal on him on a play where he attempted a throw this year.
1-0. That one finds the zone. That's a great pitch at 90 miles an hour from Liam Deal.
And if you're Liam Deal, you can just focus on the hitter here. You know what you've got behind the plate. You know that he's got your back. You're almost daring the runner to go.
1-1 to Gonzalez. That one just misses low. Count goes to 2-1 as the sun comes straight into our booth.
Yeah. No shade here at Bethesda.
Two-1 to Deal. This one fouled left side out of play.
So now if you're Deal, you're in a good spot here. 2 strikes and 2 outs. Now you had those 2 quick outs and then that walk. You don't want to let this inning get away from you. Just try to end it. Let the hot bats of your offense, who got 3 on in the first, have another crack at it.
2-2, 2 out. Runner on first. Pitch from Deal. This one hit over the third baseman, A.J. Martin, into the left field corner. Vaughn is on his way to third. He's being waved home. The relay is not going to be in time. And the big train take a 1-0 lead off of an Emilio Gonzalez double.
Well, Well, it's just as I said. You know, you had the big train, 2 outs, 2 strikes. You can't let that happen. 91 miles an hour, the hardest thrown pitch of the night by Deal, and he puts it in the top outside corner. Gonzalez does not miss it. Now it's the very dangerous Jordan Crossland.
First pitch to Crossland. Gets the inside part of the plate.
And again, much like the offense is going to have to do, your deal right now, you got to flush that big-time double as quick as you can.
Oh, 1. Crossland fouls this one left side. He's down 0-2.
A familiar spot for Deal. With 2 strikes and 2 outs, you cannot let another run cross the plate.
Oh, 2, 2 outs. Runner on second. Deal trying to limit the damage to just 1 run. Pitch on the way. Almost got a swing and miss, but that one bounces in. Count goes to 1-2. They say he did not go. Crossland has seen the most at-bats in this big train lineup. This is now his 77th in his 22nd game. 1-2 to Crossland. He just gets enough of it to stay alive. One, two out. This one hit in the air, left side, tailing out of play. That pitch low and inside on Crossland. He was able to golf under it just enough to stay alive.
How many times has Deal had a chance to end this inning?
1-2, 2 out. Pitch from Deal. That one hits the bat.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul ball, and that's a lucky break for Deal. That pitch was way inside. Crossland did not really make much of an effort to get out of the way of that, so even if it would have hit him, I wonder, what the home plate umpire would have decided.
Yeah, 90 miles an hour. It's hard to get out of the way. 1-2, yet again. Pitch from Deal. This one hitting the air straightaway center. Lackey cannot get to it. It's down for a base hit. And the big train get a second run in the bottom of the inning. Jordan Crossland, an RBI single. And Deal has now had two opportunities, to end this inning and just hasn't been able to get the pitch right.
And he got the first 2 outs. And since then, things have gone from bad to worse. A walk, a double, and now a clutch single for Crossland. The 2 hits, each coming with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
This brings up Josh Skoronsky. That pitch misses low. Count goes to 1-0, and 2 out walks are an absolute killer, but especially when they come around to score, and that's exactly what Luke Vaughn did to get the first run of this game. 1-0, this is put on the ground to A.J. Martin, who can't make the play, and Liam Deal got the soft contact he needed to end the inning, but A.J. Martin just couldn't keep his glove on it.
Will be scored as an error. And Deal just cannot find that 3rd out right now.
That brings up Jaden Bastian. And that gets a mound visit from the Giants coaching staff. believe that's Vinny Capozza again, who is actually the manager tonight for the Giants. TJ Brockway not here tonight. Brockway still sent the lineup to Capozza for tonight, but I'm not sure, since Capozza is not the pitching coach tonight, he's the manager, whether this counts as a full mound visit. It's going to be hard to tell for us here in the booth whether he's going to make a pitching change if we miss the hand signal. But here he keeps Deal in the game. Capozza has had a really great effect on the pitchers when he goes out and talks to them. Jaden Bastian. 2 runners on, 2 outs still. First pitch. He puts this one on the ground. A.J. Martin, who can't make the play again. This one into left field. Being waved home is Crossland. And it's 3-0 Big Train.
That's a play that Martin has made so many times this year, and this is just a tough inning if you're the Giants to load the bases with only 1 out. You know, this game could not have really started any better, and then you hit into a double play, you get 2 outs, and you're thinking, all right, you know, momentum is back, but now the Big Train really looking to break it open now.
This brings up Davin Whitaker. First pitch to Whitaker bounces in. White thought about a back pick. Burgess not covering first.
And this is not entirely on Liam Deal. It partially, I mean, the first 2 runs, yes, you know, that's, you cannot afford that. But these last 2, honestly, 3 balls that have been hit have not been hit hard, and plays just have not been made.
1-0. That one misses way high and outside. Count goes to 2-0. And I'm not entirely sure if that last play by A.J. Martin on Jaden Bastian will be scored as an error. If not, or if so, that's 2 errors to start this game for A.J. Martin. 2-0. That one finds its own back pick by Barham White, not in time. Excuse me, that did not find the zone. Count goes to 3-0.
No, it is 2-1. You're right. The scoreboard is wrong.
Oh, always getting me.
Cannot trust the Big Train scoreboard.
2-1 now. Pitch on the way. This one fouled off. And yet again, Deal is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning.
Looks like Patrick Bauer warming up in the pen for the Giants.
2-2, 2 out. Pitch from Deal. That one misses inside. Count goes full.
I'd love to see a stat. I have not been counting, but how many times tonight, or how many pitches Deal has thrown since getting that second out? You know, how many pitches could have ended this inning? It's been a lot.
Full count pitch. That misses, and the bases are loaded for Jack Guerrero.
From River Edge, New Jersey, the designated hitter, number 23, Jack Guerrero.
Guerrero, a returner for this Big Train team. They returned a lot of production, but especially in their bullpen with Max Martzoff. 2 out, or first pitch on the 2 outs. That one fouled left side out of play, and the way this game's going, we may not even see Martzoff. Hopefully the Giants can get on the board after a missed opportunity in the top of the first. But first, Deal needs to get out of the jam. Bases loaded, 2 out, 0-1 count. Pitch to Guerrero, fouled off. Deal again has 2 strikes. This is the 4th batter since getting 2 outs that Deal has gotten 2 strikes on.
That's a really tough stat if you're a Giant fan.
0-2. Hit right back up the middle, and that's going to be fielded by Powell, who can't make the play. The bases remain loaded, and it's 4-0 Big Train.
And yet again, it is contact that, you know, if you look at the exit velo, 66 miles an hour exit angle at, what, 7 degrees? You'll take that every day of the week, and luck is just not on the Giants' side right now.
This brings up Keenan Bowen again, who struck out his first time up. He watches first pitch for ball 1. So the Big Train already batting around in this game. 1-0. That one misses outside. Now 2-0.
And keep in mind that, you know, the Giants had 2 outs, and it has now been 7 straight after that to reach. 2 of them walks. They're scoring it. It's 5 hits.
2-0. That one flied out of play. Count goes to 2-1. I don't agree with that fully. I mean, especially the Josh Skoronsky reach on error. So I think that's how it should be scored. Maybe the second one by Jaden Bastian.
I'm just going off the scoreboard. I don't know.
2-1. This one lofted straightaway center field. Backtracking is Lackey. He's towards the fence, and he makes the grab as he runs into the fence. He holds the ball up, and he's a little shaken up. He looks to be all right, but that'll end the inning. A 4 spot for the Big Train in the bottom of the first. Deal just couldn't get out of it, and we'll head to the top of the second. The Giants down early.
Gathering 3 Hall of Famers. Thanks to
It's 4-0 Big Train as we start the second inning on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. And I mean, that missed opportunity in the top of the first. The Giants had bases loaded, just 1 out. That seems like forever ago after what happened in the bottom of the first.
That whole first inning was just a big missed opportunity for the Giants. Let's see if this second inning can go any better.
First pitch to the DH for tonight for the Giants, Casey Gibbs, is a strike. 0-1. This one he hits out of play left side.
Well, at least if you're the Giants, you don't need to deal with fireworks in the right.
You won't let that go.
It was all. I mean, it was really cool because nobody got hurt, and I mean, obviously the Giants won the game, but
yeah. 0-2. That one misses way outside. Now 1-2.
But Big Train were down huge in that game, and I know that the Giants don't really have the same. What's the word?
1-2. That one misses high. 2-2. And Gibbs has had a tough couple of games. 2-2 pitch. This one he hits back straightaway center. And it's down for a base hit. Andrew Williamson just couldn't make the ground up. That's a great start to the inning for the Giants.
And as I was saying, the Giants don't really have the reputation as a team who can come back, but they did it last night. I know it wasn't, a huge. They still did. And, they saw the big train kind of sneak up on them last time they played them. Giants are absolutely not out of this game. They now have put 4 guys on base.
Jaden Brown hits this into the gap, and that's another base hit. Jaden Brown being aggressive and hitting that to the opposite field.
The 4th hit of the night for the Giants, and again, their 5th man aboard. And I hope that somebody told Masa Kawashima the importance of this rivalry.
Yeah, Masa Kawashima got his first hit last night via a bunt and came around to be the game-winning run in the bottom of the 9th.
This kid's such an interesting player.
Squares to bunt again. That one misses. And Luke Vaughn behind the plate didn't like that call.
So different from every other Giant, I think. And, I've only seen him play once. This is just my 2nd time.
1-0 to Masa. This one flied out of play. Count goes to 1-1.
But just his approach at the plate and what he wants to do while he's up there, and also his toolbox as well. Just a unique guy in this Giants team, and another late addition.
1-1. Squares to bunt. He gets it down. Third baseman Davin Whitaker fields it and does not make the throw in time. That's great hustle by Masa Kawashima, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for Leighton Lackey.
That's as good of a bunt as you will ever see. Puts it down that third base line. I don't know why Whitaker was not playing further in. He saw he was going to bunt. He showed bunt. And then he pulled it back because he thought, hey, if I show late, Whitaker's not going to come in. And he was right. Bases juiced. Giants need a run.
Lackey fouls this one left side out of play.
And that is definitely, a positive sign, a good sign if you're a Giants fan. The Giants have loaded them up now for a 2nd straight inning. It's just turning these base runners into runs.
0-1 inside on Leighton Lackey. Count goes to 1-1.
And that's an exceptional take. That ball maybe right on the black. If not, it didn't miss by much. For Lackey to take that inside, a really, really good eye.
1-1 to Lackey. Swings and misses. That's a really good pitch from Sam Mitchell.
It looked a lot lower than TrackMan says that it was. That had Lackey fooled. That had us fooled as well.
1-2 to Lackey. Misses outside. Great take.
When it comes to I don't know if there is a better one on this Giants team than Leighton Lackey. He has gotten so many walks this year, and he's taken so many tough pitches.
2-2. That one bounces in. Luke Vaughn can't find it. He was able to actually block it and put it in front of him, but he thought it bounced over his shoulder.
What I don't understand is, why was his first, thought, hey, why don't I look up? How is the ball going to be above him? You would think it would have landed after a bounce, but...
Well, it bounced in front of the plate, so maybe he thought it just went straight over him. Full count pitch to Lackey. He puts this one on the ground. Back to the starter, Sam Mitchell, who bobbles it, and the run scores! Finding a way, Leighton Lackey.
I mean, that's just how you draw it up, right? A comebacker, which did you in last inning. He does it again. I don't know what in the world happened there to Mitchell's glove. I mean, he made such a great play on the ball last inning, and this time, that is a tough error if you're the big train. They're still loaded. Nobody's out.
First pitch to Brady Powell. This one he hits in the air. Right field. Over it to make the grab is Skaronski. He does make the grab. And Jaden Brown opts to stay at third base. So an unproductive out for Brady Powell.
That is a very, very conservative hold sign.
The right fielder, number 23.
I don't know what
Roberts.
tape they have on Skoronski that I have not seen. I mean, you have Jaden Brown, one of your fastest players, on third. Let's see if that decision pays off. I know it's better safe than sorry. You don't want to see him gunned out and all of a sudden double play, all momentum gone. But you do have a really good hitter up now, David, in Aiden Robbins.
Yeah, you're right. That first pitch to Robbins, taken for a ball. He had a ground rule double his last time up. It stayed just fair. 1-0. Make that 2-0. And Mitchell probably remembering what happened last time Robbins was up.
And I think, again, that hold sign at third is a sign of respect to Robbins.
2-0. That one misses now 3-0. And Mitchell's got to put this in the zone or else it'll be 2-4.
Yeah, Mitchell's pitching around him, which, I mean, in this case, you just can't do. I know that he's dangerous.
3-0. Flies this one out of play. And that's what I thought was going to happen. Robbins, knowing that that pitch had to be in the strike zone, getting the green light.
It almost wasn't, though, to be honest. I mean, it would have been a 50-50 call. Still, though, 3-0.
3-1. That one inside, but a strike called. Robbins thought he had a free pass. And this, a massive pitch early in this game. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Pitch from Mitchell, fouled away.
That is a huge call, by the way, on that last pitch. That TrackMan says that was a few inches out of the zone and inside. That should have given the Giants a run. Can Mitchell take that free pass, that get out of jail card, and get Robbins here?
Full count, Mitchell steps off, and that foul ball by Robbins was hit 92, and it jammed him in on the hands. So if he was able to get his hands through the zone a little quicker, full count, flied out right side, out of play.
I think that Robbins is trying to make Mitchell pay right now. You know, if he can come through with a big-time knock, then the Big Train are going to hope that that was called a ball. I mean, you could bring in multiple runs right here if you're Robbins and if you put this in a good spot.
Full count, 1 out yet again. This one he hits to the second baseman, Crossland, who fields it to make the play, and the double play is made yet again. The Giants have bases loaded twice now and just 1 run to show for it. We'll step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. Liam Deal back out for another inning of work. Tyler, what has to change?
Everything. Just not even really that the Giants are playing poorly. It's just everything has to change. I mean, right now they are getting big trained, and that is, you know, why this team at home is been so successful in this league. I mean, they have been the perennial champs, and it's because of nights like this.
Andrew Williamson swings the first pitch. He pops it straight up. And Kawashima over to make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out for Liam Deal.
But I mean, like, there's things that have happened tonight where it's just like,
Let's talk more at the
and
University
again,
of
that's what you have to overcome to beat this team, and the Giants have done it twice tonight, or this year. That's why this rivalry is so much fun. It's, you know, you see those memes where it's like all this stuff versus the power of friendship.
Yes, I love those memes.
It's kind of what it feels like. Oh man.
Luke Vaughn cranks this one. Left center field. Brown can't make the play. It's off the fence. Vaughn into second base. First pitch again swinging. Luke Vaughn with a stand-up double. Jaden Brown almost made the play.
You cannot put a pitch at 89 miles an hour in that spot, just right at the top of that middle square, and that ball was punished. 94 off the bat, 353 feet. I thought it was gone off the bat, but you got that ridiculously high wall out there, and you wonder how the heck did Mitchell get that up and over for that grand slam over the scoreboard last time we were here.
Emilio Gonzalez, first pitch, they say he did not go. Count goes 1 out. Gonzalez had the RBI double last inning that started that 4-run bottom of the first. He has another runner in scoring position. 1 out. That one inside gets away from White, and Vaughn's on his way to third. Two-0 count to Gonzalez, and Big Train's 5th run just 90 feet away.
And this is the guy who punished you big time last inning.
2-0 pitch from Deal. This one hit on the ground and over Will Burgess. It's ruled a fair ball. It's into the right field corner. It's 5-1 Bethesda, and Gonzalez back-to-back doubles for the Big Train.
And I think that's going to do it for Liam Deal.
So
So it's going to be Patrick Bauer coming out of the pen.
We'll step away as the Giants go to the pen early in this game. Liam Deal just going 1 1/3. Patrick Bauer on the mound now for the Giants, a returner from just a summer ago. And if there's a guy that can give you multiple innings in relief, it's him.
Not a fun update, by the way, to give here for the Giants. Leighton Lackey is out of this game, and Tanner Sanderoff is in. He will take left field, and in center is now Jaden Brown after that big-time collision with the fence.
First pitch from Patrick Bauer on Crossland does not find the zone.
Now, that was one of the better catches that I've seen.
Yeah, he put his body on the line
Unbelievable.
to end what was a disastrous
Bases loaded.
third inning. Yep.
If he doesn't make that catch, it is, 7-0? Probably. I mean, you would think 3 would come around. If he crashes into that fence without the ball.
Bauer missing in the same spot twice. The count is now 2-0. Gonzalez still on second. That pitch just misses high and outside.
Bauer had a tough time against the Crop Dusters, which was a surprise to us because last year he was so good for the Giants and for Frostburg. For the Bobcats this year, a 2.65 ERA.
3-0. That one finds the zone. Bauer's first strike of his outing. Yeah, you're right. 14 appearances, 10 of them starts for Bauer. He moved into that starting role. 54 and a third innings pitched. Now it's a hitter's count to Jordan Crossland.
And boy, can he hit.
3-1. He puts it on the ground. A.J. Martin, who fields that one, looks down the runner, makes the throw in time for the second out.
And you see that and you wonder, maybe A.J. Martin, I don't know how, but maybe something about a new pitcher, the ball being thrown a different way, the ball coming off the bat a different way. He all of a sudden has figured it out. I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful play from third.
I mean, especially in these big-time games, errors have been really costly for the Giants. Now that'll bring up Josh Skoronsky. First pitch bounces in. Count goes 1-0.
Again, we're going off the scoreboard here and saying that neither of those were errors. I don't know how, maybe that could be changed later on in the system, or that's just not something that we have any say about.
1-0. This one fouled off of himself. Count goes 1-1 to Skoronsky.
It's kind of a tough thing in like a league like this, and I know it's tough. Like if you're tuning in, and if we say it's an error, then if it's not scored as one, we're sorry, but I mean it's just you don't know how things are officially going to be scored.
1-1. That one misses. Now 2-1, and you're right. As a former Cal Ripken League scorekeeper myself,
It's not an easy thing to do if
No.
you have not watched 20 years of baseball.
yeah. I mean, I was explaining how I gave errors out, and someone goes, "Oh, you can't say it like that." And it's subjective.
It is.
A case by case basis. 2-1 to Skoronsky, finds the zone. 65. That's the slowest pitch I think I've seen from a Giants pitcher this season.
I think that's why Bauer is always so effective against the big train. These hitters are not used to seeing 65. They haven't seen it probably since high school.
2-2 comebacker. Bauer fields it cleanly, makes the toss to Burgess to end the inning. The big train add 1 run in response to the Giants. The score now 5-1, and we'll step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network.
How about a big shot for the new pitcher in for the Big Train? One of the better walk-up songs that I've heard.
Aiden Kelly with that warm-up song is on the mound now for the Big Train. I thought they would go to the pen after the Giants had bases loaded multiple times, but just one run to show for it. Aiden Kelly making his 7th appearance, supporting a 1.42 ERA, 1.42, excuse me. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks, 7 hits. The most he's gone is 1 1/3 in a single outing. First batter, A.J. Martin, watches ball 1. One 0. That one finds the zone at 90 to go even at 1-1.
Well, A.J. Martin can repent for his troubles at third.
1-1 swing and a miss, got him in on the hands.
With
91 on the inside.
He has seen the ball so well in this ballpark this year. Can he find another?
1-2, misses. Now 2-2. Two to Martin. That one bounces in. Count goes full.
And again, every inning so far tonight, the Giants have really been threatening. I mean, I'm talking, 7 guys have gotten on base tonight for the Giants?
Full count pitch. This one fouled straight up and out of play. I was waiting for it to hit the roof of the booth, but it just made its way to the parking lot.
Roof of the booth.
Martin batting .357 against righties. Full count.
Oh.
Chin music. Didn't hit him. Got a good job getting out of the way. It's still a free pass for A.J. Martin.
He will reach again.
Yeah, got a single in the first inning, which extended his hit streak to now 13 games.
Big shots just stuck in my head.
That brings up Barham White, who walked his first time up.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. I think that may have hit him if he could have held the bat back, but because he went, they're going to call that a swing. That's tough.
0-1, swing and a miss. Back-to-back 92,
Man.
and it's 0-2 to Barham White. He seems to have something in his eye.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe just a piece of dirt. See here.
I think he was saying the other night he was having some trouble seeing balls coming in when he was behind the plate.
0-2 to Barham White. Swing and a miss. Down on 3 pitches for the first out of the inning.
That's just speed, and oh yeah, more speed. 93. Not a particularly great location on that pitch. I mean, it wasn't too far into that top inside corner, but if you're throwing it at 93, you could slightly miss and get away with it.
This brings up Will Burgess, who hit into that grueling double play to end the first inning.
Now, we talk about location. That was perfect right there. He put that high in the zone at 92.
0-1 misses outside. 93.
Yeah, he's not really trying to disguise anything, is he, David? He's just throwing it as hard as he can. And again, when you are putting it in at 92, 93, finding the zone consistently.
1-1 swing and a miss. Now 1-2. 92 again.
Again, yeah, there's nothing, special. There's no strategy other than let me just overpower hitters. And it's working. And I give him a lot of credit for that. This is incredible.
1-2. Called strike 3 in the bottom part of the zone. It's back-to-back strikeouts. This one looking for Aiden Kelly.
That's disgusting. 93 just clipping the zone, and you would think with a lead like this, we don't see the Big Train's top arms as we have every time we've played them, but Saccolangelo's not taking any chances. He can get a game back in this division.
First pitch to Gibbs. Misses low.
I don't understand throwing that to start an AB. I mean, if you're Gibbs, you're sitting in there, ready for the heat to come in, and if you're going to throw that, you got to find the zone.
Gibbs pieces this one into right center field, and it's down for a base hit. It gets past the right fielder. A.J. Martin being held up at third, and it's 2 runners in scoring position with 2 out for Jaden Brown.
Middle there at 91, and Gibbs is a really, really good hitter.
Yeah, he's struggled recently, but that time he punished the ball. I mean, it was 78 off the bat, which isn't popping out to you, but it did just enough, and it was misplayed by Josh Skoronsky in right. He overcommitted to the ball, and Casey Gibbs will take the extra base. Jaden Brown, who singled his first time up, first pitch to him, misses low.
And this is a ginormous at-bat in this game. If Brown can find a way to get a ball through a gap, this is a whole new game.
1-0. That one misses now, 2-0.
And Brown does like to take walks.
He certainly does. I believe he still leads the team with 13 walks. I mean, he didn't take one against Alexandria. He actually went 4 for 5 with 4 singles.
Oh, you'll take that.
2-0. Misses low now, 3-0.
That's a really good call. I mean, that is a tough pitch to, decipher. Just below the zone at 92, and I mean just. I give the home plate umpire credit there. He got that one right, and that's not an easy pitch to call at all.
3-0. Misses low. It's a 4-pitch walk to load the bases again.
So he just did not get the call. He went to the same exact spot and didn't get the call again. And now Kawashima can really endear himself to Giants fans if he can come through here with the knock.
Yeah, he has 2 hits via a bunt with another one tonight, but with 2 outs, he can't afford that. First pitch, Kawashima swings, just couldn't time it up. It's fouled left side.
His approach kind of reminds me, I know this is a weird thing to say, but of softball. The way that he's so willing to bunt from the left side, and his swing's so late.
0-1, misses upstairs. Count goes to 1-1. That one at 94.
But again, if you watch him, he takes longer to decide whether to swing or not than any other Giant.
1-1. That one misses high and outside. Count goes to 2-1.
So Kawashima, again, 2-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded for the 3rd inning for the Giants. Can they find a way?
2-1. Pitch on the way. Kawashima swings and misses. Count goes to 2-2, and now he has to protect.
You have a feeling that was his pitch to hit middle at 91. The fastball does not get much slower than that.
2-2, 2 out. Also watches this one inside. That's a great take at 94.
How in the world do you take that pitch? On the black at 94 inside? Unbelievable take.
Full count. Big pitch. Runners go. It's hit on the ground and into left field. Gibbs is around, and the throw will not be in time. A 2-run RBI single for Masa Kawashima. She was his first as a Giant.
That is a wonderful, wonderful at-bat from Kawashima. I don't know how in the world he took the pitches he took. I don't know how he hit the pitch he hit. I mean, that was at 92, low and away. He went down and got it and drove it into left field. Unbelievable AB.
And now Tanner Sanderoff will step in for his first at-bat again, replacing Leighton Lackey, who we hope is all right. Had that big collision with the center field fence.
Him immediately holding up the ball in celebration makes me think that he's not in too much pain. But again, you want to be better safe than sorry.
Yeah, 1-0 to Sanderoff. That pitch called a strike 78. That pitch, a really interesting call because I believe it was Will Burgess who got the same pitch, but it was called a ball. 1-1. That one misses just high, 78.
I don't know what to make of that. That's now back-to-back pitches that have been off speed. And now he's going to stop to tie his shoe. I don't know why he's not really fully trusting his fastball here.
Two 2-1 from Kelly. That one right down the middle. Sanderoff knew it, but at 92.
If you're the Giants, you want to try to get greedy here. I know you got 2 runs up on the board, but you still got 2 out there. You can do some more damage here.
2-2, 2 out. Sanderoff swings and misses, and Kelly yelling in celebration. The Giants get 2 back to score now 5-3, and we'll step away on the Giants broadcast network.
Real quick, though, David, actually, I do want to kind of talk about that. Yelling off the mound after giving up 2 is very interesting. Now, you can look at that 2 different ways, and I'll tell you which one I'm going to think that it is. You know, you could look at that as just a guy, you know, being fired up, and that's just the nature of the pitcher. Or you could look at this as, this is kind of a rivalry now between the Giants and the Big Tree. I mean, if you can come in and, you know, get out of any type of a jam. You saw Sanderoff showing emotion the last time that the Giants played here. You get Sanderoff out there, by the way, and I know that felt good for a lot of guys in that Big Train dugout after he came in the spot last time we were here. And in the 8th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, came out of the pen and punched out Emilio Gonzalez. So I love the passion there from the Big Train, and you know, I think we're going to see it a lot from the Giants as well. I think that this is the best rivalry in the Colorado League right now. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's definitely the closest rivalry. I mean, every single bat in the Big Train lineup is D1. They had a Bama guy start on the mound.
It's not just D1.
And
it is almost all Power 5 guys against for Gaithersburg. Yeah, there's a few, but I feel like Gaithersburg has, like I said, the power of friendship in terms of you have guys that are kind of under the radar, and I think a great example of that is a guy like Kleiman, right? I mean, he goes from, you know, his community college and then up to Eastern Michigan and just dominates there. I mean, it's guys like that that, you know, have to stretch and claw for every opportunity that they can get, and it's such an interesting matchup between these two.
Jaden Bastian stands in. First pitch was a called strike. 0-1 from Bauer. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. And this was not to knock the Giants roster, and actually it's a compliment that the fact that it's this competitive when there seems to be a massive discrepancy between the rosters.
You look at the 2 guys that have had the 2 biggest hits against the Big Train this year.
0-2. This one put on the ground to Kawashima, who fields it and throws a dart to Will Burgess in time. And that is what we've seen from the newly acquired shortstop, his amazing hard throws.
I love this guy. I am a big-time Masa fan. The second that he has gotten here, and he was in the batting cages for a whole hour before anybody else even showed up, he wants to be here, he wants to make an impact, and boy has he.
First pitch to Davin Whitaker called strike.
But anyway, you know, the point that you were making, and I'll kind of add to that here.
Swing and a miss by Whitaker. Bauer's up 0-2.
The 2 biggest hits from Giants this year against the Big Train have been from Danny Sheeler and A.J. Martin. Neither of them are D1 guys right now.
0-2 from Bauer. just misses. Count will go 1-2. So despite what the scoreboard says, the count is 1-2. Umpire now holding up the correct count. 1-2 from Bauer. That one misses inside and low. 67. Count goes to 2-2.
But yeah, A.J. Martin, he started out as a D1 guy. He went to George Mason, then he transferred to a JUCO, and he's hitting balls over the scoreboard here at Povich.
2-2. That one misses outside.
And then you've got Danny Sheeler at Salisbury, who walked him off. Walked off not just anybody, he walked off Max Martzoff, who is the best reliever in this league.
Full count now to Davin Whitaker. Pitch on the way. Fouls this one off. That one's 65. It was going to be a called strike.
You know, I really am a firm believer in you should have Pat Bauer as the first guy out of your pen every single time you play the big train, in my opinion. You start off with the guy who throws 90s, then Bauer.
Full count pitch again. This one put on the ground to Kawashima, who can't make the play. It just bounces over his glove. He had a lot of ground to cover there.
That's a tough play, and I know that, well, they're going to score a hit here at Povich. I think that's a 50-50, but I'm okay with that. I think that ranging over to your side and trying to get the glove down is not, it's certainly easier said than done.
Especially a backhand, and Kawashima actually in between pitches now practicing a little backhand movement. Swing and a miss by Jack Guerrero on the first pitch.
But, you know, I've heard that this infield's so tough to play. And by the way, you look at the outfield, I don't know, I think you can see it on the broadcast, but the field's in kind of a weird shape right now. There's a lot of dead grass, and weird hops are going to be found in it.
0-1 to Guerrero, fouled left side out of play. And yeah, I noticed that during BP, and I think...
Were you out there for it?
Yes.
Was it tougher to walk than usual just in terms of like divots, and was the ball taking weird bounces?
The grass was definitely a lot thicker than I remember, and then there's a pickoff attempt on time, and then there's a line of dead grass.
Yeah, I know.
And
I can see that.
I believe that is the edge of their tarp.
Oh,
This is
okay.
one of the few stadiums that has a full tarp.
I think
for
you're
their
right, and the
infield.
water must have gone off for something.
0-2 misses high and outside now, 1-2.
That's really... That makes a lot of sense, because I've seen the tarp here. Remember, I don't know if it was you or Sammy who was with me for that long rain
I
delay.
believe it was Sammy, because I would have been out cold had I been here for that one.
It was bad.
1-2 to Guerrero, bounces in. Barham can't find it. And Davin Whitaker gets the second base.
That's just smart base running by Whitaker. That's a heads-up play. Barham White is as good of a defensive catcher as you'll find in this league, and couldn't really make the play there.
Runner in scoring position now for the DH, Jack Guerrero. It's interesting seeing a DH batting in the 9-hole, but that just shows how dangerous this big train lineup is. That one bounces in and over Barham White, and Whitaker now 90 feet away.
And wild pitches are going to be punished by the big train. They just are. I mean, they run the bases too well. And that's credit to Sal Colangelo making sure that his guys are always very focused on the base paths. If you give them an inch, they're going to take 90 feet.
Full count to Guerrero. Strike 3 called. 66 on the inside part of the plate. What a great pitch from Patrick Bauer.
I love watching him throw that curveball with the confidence that he does. Because if you leave that in a bad spot on a 2-strike pitch, that ball might be sent into orbit. He was so careful with where he put that, just finding that inside piece of the plate, getting just enough that he felt confident he would get the call, but not the swing. Excellent pitching there by Bauer.
That brings up Keenan Bowen. First pitch was a strike. This one, a ball. Count goes 1-1.
is this at bet number 3 for Bowman, and we are in the 3rd inning?
Yes, it is. He struck out his first time and flew out to center. His second, 1-1, misses outside. Now 2-1.
You don't have that Criswell backstop here. If a ball gets away, it's going to be 6-3.
Inside, it looked like it was able to curve back over the plate, but still a ball. 3-1 count. And Bowman, his first 2 at-bats actually came both in the first inning. He was the first and last out.
Okay.
That one misses, and it's a walk for Keenan Bowman.
All right, if you're Pat Bauer here, you just got to settle down. I mean, you got to realize, hey, there's 2 outs. Just focus on the hitters. And that's easier said than done with a guy like Williamson.
Yeah,
But still.
Yeah, as I said previously, Williamson comes into this game leading the Big Train in average and a plethora of other statistics. One 0 to Williamson. This one he hits into right field. Robbins is under it to make the grab and end the 3rd inning. The Big Train can't respond to the 2 runs, and we'll go to the 4th. The score still 5-3 on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte, Brady Powell leading off this inning. First pitch called strike. Aiden Kelly back on the mound for the Big Train.
Uh-oh.
0-1. Misses, now 1-1. And Kelly can get 2 outs. It'll be his longest appearance of the season. That one misses, now 2-1. Powell has yet to reach tonight. Grounded out to short his first time up and then flew out to right field his second time. 2-1. Count goes to 2-2. Two to Powell. Outside. Count goes full. Full count pitch to Powell. This one he fouls back into the netting. That one got him in on the hands. Did a good job getting his hands through the zone. 91. Full count again to Brady Powell. This one fouled into the same spot. And very quickly, this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Full count pitch again. Powell fouls it off. He's putting up quite a fight to Aiden Kelly, who, as I previously mentioned, he's only gone 1 1/3 in his longest appearance of the season. This is the 9th pitch. Full count inside. A phenomenal at-bat by Brady Powell.
That's how you set the tone, David. You walk in there with confidence, no need to force anything, and you earn, and I mean earn, a trip to first. I don't know how the Giants, with all that bad luck, with all just everything that could have gone against them in the first 2 innings that did.
First pitch to Robbins, swing and a miss.
It's incredible to me that the Giants have found a way to just stay in it. I would say through the first inning and a half, let's say. The highlight of the first inning and a half was probably that catch in center by Lackey. If that doesn't happen, we're looking at 7-zip at that point.
Yeah, the floodgates wide open for the big train if that catch isn't made. 0-2 now as Robbins swung at a high fastball. Runner goes. It's called a ball. Powell is caught stealing. Didn't get a great jump. And even if he did, Luke Vaughn has a cannon behind the dish.
That's pretty impressive from Vaughn. Wow. That is legit. We've seen really good arms from backstops this year. I mean, we work for the Giants, so of course, but that was right up there.
1-2 to Robbins. He leaves that one high. Count goes even at 2-2.
And now if Robbins walks, how bad do you feel if you're the Giants? You had momentum, you had that great AB, and it's thrown away literally on a great play by Vaughn.
2-2 to Robbins.
What a take.
Gutsy take by Robbins at 80. Off speed. Count goes full. Full count to Robbins. Just fights this one off. Shades of the Brady Powell at bat yet again here for Aiden Robbins. Robbins, the Seton Hall Pirate, full count. Misses upstairs, and it is a walk for Aiden Robbins. And to your point, Tyler, I mean, it's a gut punch for the Giants to have Robbins walk after Powell was caught stealing. And we've seen that a couple times. I don't really fault Powell for being aggressive there. It's just the 4th inning. You're down 2. Being aggressive, trying to, even things up here. A.J. Martin up with 1 out and a runner on base. First pitch to Martin gets the outside part of the zone.
But again, and I know that there was no way for Powell to know, that the walk would come, but if you're the Giants right now, you could have a guy in scoring position and the tying run on first.
0-1 to Martin. He flies this one right side out of play. And the kids playing around's got to watch out over there.
Yeah, that was awfully close.
Count goes to 0-2 now. Martin having to protect. He's reached base both times and came around to score. Fights this one off. Count remains 0-2. And normally, Powell, Robbins, and Martin are some of the most aggressive guys on this Giants team. And in this inning, they've taken some really good at-bats, seeing a lot of pitches.
Well, yeah, for Martin, not really like the other two in the sense of, taking pitches. I mean, he's down 0-2, but you're right. He has really done a good job to extend here.
0-2, swing and a miss. And, of course, as soon as you give someone a praise as a broadcaster, something's going to happen.
Whoops.
Broadcaster's curse strikes yet again. There's 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. Barham White steps in now. Struck out his last time up. Robbins goes, fouled off by Barham White.
If you're Kelly right now, you've got all the confidence in the world. That was probably his best AB as a pitcher so far tonight, the one against Barham White.
Yeah, it was a 3-pitch strikeout.
And it was all heat.
0-1 bounces. Luke Vaughn again couldn't find it, and I guess that might be the one flaw with the sophomore from Alabama. Is
He
that,
doesn't really have good awareness.
Yeah. But I mean, we've already seen an amazing arm,
Yeah.
and he's calling a pretty good game from behind the plate.
If the ball is in a spot where he can make a throw, oh boy.
Robbins goes. Barham White fouling it off again. Count goes to 1-2. We've seen a lot of offense from the Giants with 2 outs. And Barham White looking at a 1-2 count, trying to extend this inning. Robbins has been aggressive in this at-bat. 1-2, 2 out. That one misses outside. Two now to the Giants catcher. He fouls this one back into the netting.
Another long AB.
Yeah, you're right. Even with the long top of the third and then 4 long ABs now for Aiden Kelly, he's still out there and pitching really well. That one at 90. 2-2 again. Runner goes outside, and Vaughn will not throw down. It's a full count and a runner in scoring position now.
All right.
So full count, 2 outs. Robbins now on second. Pitch to White. Fights this one off out of play.
It's just a juice AB. You know, if you're in the Giants dugout right now and you're seeing this, you're probably just thinking to myself, all right, like if he can get on, that's really going to fire him up.
Full count, 2 out. Swing and a miss. Aiden Kelly goes 2 innings, striking out 5. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. The score is still 5-3 here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Patrick Bauer back on the mound for the Giants, and he'll face Luke Vaughn to start this inning. First pitch to Vaughn finds the zone.
I think if you're the Giants right now, you've got some confidence back. You've got some swagger back. You know, you've been able to try to put some runs on the board.
0-1 finds the zone again, and Bauer's up 0-2.
And you've got a trusted arm, a proven arm on the mound. A guy who has proved in this ballpark that he can do it.
0-2 to Vaughn. That one misses outside. Bauer couldn't get a swing and miss from Vaughn. One, 2 from Bauer. That one misses in the same spot. That one, 75. Count goes 2-2. Two from Bauer. Vaughn swings and misses, and it's caught by Barham White.
Oh my goodness. 66. You don't see 66 from a guy this big at Alabama. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, Bauer, I believe, stands at 6'7" or 6'6". Brings up Emilio Gonzalez. First pitch bounces in. Gets away from Barham White, but no one on base. No harm, no foul. Count goes 1-0. One out. Strike on the outside part of the plate called. Count goes to 1-1. Gonzalez has 2 doubles, 2 RBIs tonight. This one he punishes into straightaway center, but Jaden Brown under it to make the grab. Brown barely had to move an inch for that one, and there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th.
And just the stability that Bauer has provided tonight. There's a Giant warming up in the pen. I think that's Cole Williams.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think I see a 3 out there.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. This brings up Jordan Crossland. Swing and a miss by Crossland at 75.
And that's the craziest thing I think about Bauer. You know, he can get up to mid-80s, he can get you mid-70s, and he can get you mid-60s.
0-1. That one misses. Count goes to 1-1.
But it's not often that you can see a guy pitch, you know, in 3 different groups of 10s.
1-1. That one just couldn't curve back into the zone. Count goes 2-1. Two-1 to Crossland. That one bounces outside. Count goes to 3-1. Hitters count for Jordan Crossland, who had an RBI single back in the first inning. Grounded out to A.J. Martin in the second. 3-1. This one he fouls off the left side. Count goes full. Full count, 2 out, bases empty. Pitch from Bauer. This one flied right side out of play, heads up to the kids, hits off the pavilion. Everybody okay.
You still do want to see some length tonight from Bauer.
100%. I mean, pretty much everyone is available for the Giants, but he is a guy that can give you length. Full count again, 2 out.
Oh my God.
Called strike 3. And at 64 miles an hour, that one, wow.
I can't believe that.
And we'll go to the top of the 5th. The score is still 5-3 here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. Still a 5-3 ball game as we enter the 5th inning. Will Burgess up, and he'll be the first Giant to face Jonathan Stevens, another University of Alabama Tuscaloosa.
Third close game between these two teams. Third time we've seen Stevens pitch.
First pitch to Burgess, swing and a miss.
And he does have cartoon stuff, but the Giants have gotten to him in both of his appearances. He's given up 6 hits and 2 runs across those 2 appearances.
0-1 to Burgess. Fouls this one off. Back into the netting. Count goes 0-2.
This is another guy who's not going to mince words. He's not going to sit here and mess around. He will give you the heat, and it's up to you what you can do with it.
0-2 from Stevens to Burgess. Misses high and outside. Count goes to 1-2.
94 there, by the way. Nice casual little 94, relieving a guy who could throw 94.
Oh yeah, because it's just so easy.
Right.
1-2. This one hit hard right to the shortstop. Keenan Bowman. Unlucky for Will Burgess.
Number 18, Casey Gibbs.
This brings up Casey Gibbs, who has 2 hits tonight and 2 runs. A single and a double. Had himself quite a productive night. First pitch to Gibbs. Misses high and outside. One out. Gibbs fights this one off. Left side out of play. Count goes to 1-1.
And again, if you're the Giants, you've already seen 2 of the Big Train's best arms come out of the pen.
1-1 check swing, but fouled off.
And it's just the 5th inning now.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm sure now that the Giants have battled back and cut the lead, Max Martzoff might make an appearance later in this game.
Absolutely. I can confirm that. Giants cannot have a game without Max Martzoff, the big lefty. Player that commands so much respect, and rightfully so, across this league.
1-2 from Stevens. Gibbs able to hold up at a ball in the dirt. Count goes 2-2. Two from the Birmingham native. Pitch on the way. That one misses high. Count goes full. Casey Gibbs looking to reach for the 3rd time tonight. Pitch on the way, fouled back into the netting. Full count yet again. Gibbs swings and misses. Two gone here in the top of the 5th for Jaden Brown. And Jonathan Stevens, his 22nd strikeout across 12 innings pitched now with the 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. He has a strikeout to walk ratio of 22-4.
Like I said, just cartoon stuff from Stevens.
First pitch to Brown in the dirt, but he swung anyway. Count goes 0-1.
And while, yes, the Giants have scored 2 runs off of them, 2 huge runs, by the way, off of him on 6 hits, he's also pitched now 7 innings this year.
0-1 to Brown. Check swing. They say he went. Brown doesn't like the call. He wants to appeal the umpire, but the home plate umpire says he went.
He now also has 10 punch-outs against the Giants. How in the world does this guy have 2 losses? Oh, both to the Aces. That makes sense.
He's looking for another punch out here. That pitch just is high and outside. Count goes to 1-2. Brown trying to extend the inning. 1-2, 2 outs. Inside, a gutsy take from Jaden Brown. Count goes to 2-2. Two from Jonathan Stevens. That one, another gutsy take. It was just high at 94. Count would go full.
Credit to Jaden Brown. Confident takes here.
Full count, 2 out. Able to fight that one off and stay alive.
Sometimes that's all you got to do. Just get a piece, live to find another pitch, especially in a full count where, you know, the more pitches you see, the more chances one could miss. And you get to first base.
Full count again. Pitch from Stevens. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. And it's 2 strikeouts for Jonathan Stevens in relief. And we'll step away. The score is still 5-3 on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. Patrick Bauer out there again. First pitch to, I believe that is
Skronsky?
Skronsky. Yes, sorry. I have terrible handwriting, so it's...
You can't even read it yourself.
Yeah. Skronsky pounds this one. Robbins dives to make the grab. Aiden Robbins, phenomenal effort in right field, and there's one gone here in the bottom of the 5th.
He read that ball perfectly off the bat. Wow. I mean, that is incredible.
I mean, if there's one guy that hustles while fielding during BP, it's Aiden Robbins. I mean, he was not putting in max effort, but he was putting in quite a lot of effort. I'd say 95%. Squares to bunt, Jaden Bastian, and it goes foul.
Whew.
A great break for the Giants as A.J. Martin, Patrick Bauer, and Barham White converged on it.
Everybody ran in together. Everyone missed it. Somebody tripped over Barham White's pads. I think it was Martin.
Yeah.
And then the ball just, in the middle of all this chaos, just innocently and peacefully rolls foul.
That's a good job by Barham White with the communication to call everyone off. I mean, Bastian, probably one of the worst bunts possible. He popped it straight up, and if it had hung up half a second longer, it might have been caught by one of the Giants fielders. 0-1. He flies this one right side out of play, and Bastian's down 0-2. 0-2. That one bounces in. And Bauer hasn't been able to locate that put-away pitch very well tonight. We've seen him go up 0-2 a couple times, and every single time that put-away pitch ends up bouncing into the left-handed's batter's box and nowhere close. 1-2. Pitch from Bauer bounces in again. Count goes to 2-2. Two from Bauer. Almost got the swing. Count will go full. Full count. Bauer looking for another punch out. Pitch on the way. High and just able to hang up is Jaden Bastian, who gets a walk.
Number 26, Davin Whitaker.
Brings up Davin Whitaker, who's reached twice tonight via a walk and a single.
Wonder what his inspiration is for that walk-up song.
First pitch to Whitaker. He squares to bunt. That one, I think, bounced right off the plate. Had backspin to it, so it goes foul immediately.
A physics-defying bunt there from Whitaker.
As the sun goes down, the lights take full effect here in Bethesda. 0-1 pickoff attempt, not in time. Bastian almost overran first. It seemed like he's just able to keep his toe on it. Another pickoff attempt. This one a lot more safe. Jaden Bastian.
I remember Bauer got a guy with a pickoff last year. Here. He has a good move.
He does have a very good move. 0-1. It's fouled off. Whitaker wanted catcher's interference, and White wanted to throw down to first. And the umpires, I think, are going to discuss a possible catcher's interference, as White might have jumped the gun.
I think White did. Let's see what the call is here.
Yeah, this is a big call, too. If they rule that White did indeed impede Whitaker, then it'll be 2 on, just 1 out for Jack Guerrero and then the top of the order. They're going to tell Whitaker to stay put, and Whitaker's down 0-2 now. So that may be a call to circle later in this game.
That's
Bowers.
a huge strike instead of a guy on base.
Yeah, 0-2. Whitaker fights this one off. His top hand came off the bat.
That looked like he swung with one hand there. Looks like my grandpa swinging a wiffle ball bat.
Oh, 0-2 pickoff attempt, not in time. Another pickoff attempt. This one very close. Still
There's
ruled
no
safe.
limit to how many times you do that.
Yeah, as long as they rule it is a legitimate pickoff attempt, which all of these have been, it does not count as one of your 3 disengagements per batter. 0-2. Bauer delivers. Just misses high and outside. Gutsy take from Davin Whitaker. Whitaker looking to battle back after being down 0-2. Bauer looking for another punch out. Another pickoff attempt. Not in time. Is that 6 now for Jaden Bastian on first.
Well, again, there's no limit. He could do it all night.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot. 1-2. Bauer delivers. This one blooped in the air. Kawashima under it to make the play, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 23, Jack Guerrero.
Brings up Jack Guerrero, who had an RBI single back in the first and then struck out his last time. He looks to extend the inning for the big train. First pitch to Guerrero. He flies this one to left field. Sanderoff having to make up some ground, and he does! The closeout speed by Tanner Sanderoff.
How in the world did he get to that? That's unbelievable. That's going to save a run. That was going to be fair.
That will. I mean, it was put almost perfectly into the corner, and Sanderoff, playing almost in left center, made up a ton of ground to make that play. And we'll step away on the Giants Broadcast Network after an amazing play by the Giants left fielder Sanderoff here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. Jonathan Stevens continuing his night of work. Last inning, he got a line out from Will Burgess and then back-to-back strikeouts off Casey Gibbs and Jaden Brown. Now he faced Masa Kawashima, who has 2 singles, one of them a 2 RBI single. First pitch to Masa bounces in. Count goes 1 out.
At 70? I don't know if that's... There we go.
Trackman a little delayed now.
I was about to say, that didn't look 70.
If that was 70, then maybe I should make my return. Competitive baseball.
Yeah.
1-0. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Kawashima going to be upset with himself after that one.
Yeah, that pitch was absolutely in the dirt. They hit off the plate. And I'm surprised Kawashima offered there. He's not pleased with himself as he takes a little knee.
Yeah, and
that's one he'd like to have back. And if you're Stevens, you're saying, like, I'll take it. But that's not at all where you want to see 2 pitches both miss well short of the plate.
yeah, Luke Vaughn counting that one as a miss and going to have a word with Stevens, who now delivers. That one just catches the bottom part of the zone. And Masa asking for a little clarification. Count now 1-2. Masa trying to reach for the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, that's another one low.
1-2. Fouls this one off. Just able to stay alive. And Vaughn may have gone out to Stevens and just tell him to pitch in that low part of the zone. So Massa going to have to be really careful here as Stevens tries to attack. 1-2 again. Pitch from Stevens misses high. Count goes to 2-2. That one misses way outside. Count goes full. And Kawashima has done a really good job of battling back here. And hopefully that was just a plane, but there are some storm clouds. Full count pitch fought off. Saw a bright flash off to the right side. I don't think the camera picked that up. So hopefully no lightning in the area. This is a really good game.
Oh man, that would just be the worst.
Yeah. Full count again. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Inside, ball 4. Masa Kawashima reaching for the 3rd time tonight. And that was a great at-bat from him.
Number 2, Tanner Sandroff.
That brings up Tanner Sanderoff with his 2nd at-bat. He struck out his first time up in the top of the 3rd again, replacing Leighton Lackey, who we hope is okay. Had that collision, the center field fence. Sanderoff squares to bunt, and that one goes over the netting behind home plate. And it almost actually came into the Big Train booth to the left of us. Two very interesting bunts in back-to-back innings. Sanderoff scoring again down 0-1. He gets this one down. Kawashima on the way to 2nd. The throw by Whitaker in time for the 1st out. And 4 Big Train fielders scrambling to 3rd as no one was covering. Kawashima stays put at 2nd. And that'll bring up the top of the order Brady Powell, who walked his last time up and then was caught stealing. Powell with an unusually quiet bat tonight.
That could all change with one swing here.
Yeah, he has a runner in scoring position. First pitch to Powell, swings and misses high heat at 93. Oh, 1 to Powell. This one he lifts high, out of play right side. Just gets out of play. Powell down 0-2 now. Back-to-back heaters at 93 and 92 from Jonathan Stevens. Powell having to protect. And Stevens steps off.
This is a big at-bat. You know, if you can get another runner on, or, I mean, heck, if he gets a base knock, it's 5-4, but...
Kawashima fakes going. It's a swing and a miss by Powell. And not pleased with himself as he heads back to the dugout. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the 6th.
This is the best that we've seen Jonathan Stevens against the Giants this year.
Yeah, it sure has. And he's pitching with authority on the mound. It's Aiden Robbins will come up. He had that ground rule double back in the 1st. Seems like forever ago. He walked his last time up. First pitch to Robbins fouls this one back into the netting.
At this point, you know that whoever's going to come out of the pen for the Big Train is going to be a big-time, big stuff, you know, Power 5 guy, no matter who it is. And
Well-
if you're the Giants, you need to get a big hit off of them sooner or later.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm a little curious on if it will be, one of those hard throwers. We've seen the Aces gone to someone who throws a lot. That one finds the zone, and Robbins now down 0-2.
I get what you're saying, in the sense of, like, if you are the Giants, how tough would it be to, read if you got a guy throwing in the 70s out of the pen next?
0-2, 2 out. That one upstairs. Kawashima taking quite the secondary lead on second.
Good news if you're the Giants. Whoa, 96 on that pitch.
Wow. I mean, it missed, but 96, miss or not, is unreal.
Okay, then.
1-2 to Aiden Robbins. Just gets enough to stay alive. Is that 96 again?
I don't know if it's updated or not. Oh, okay, 87.
87.
It's taken a while. It's been real finicky. 96 is the fastest pitch I've ever called.
Yeah, I believe so. It may have been 197. 1-2 again. Robbins just staying alive.
You've seen 97? Who?
I'm forgetting who it was. I think it was someone last year.
Hit 97?
I think it was someone on the Aces, but do not quote me on that, because I'm having trouble remembering the name. Still 1-2 to the Seton Hall product. Kawashima goes, and Robbins having to fight off another pitch.
That would have been a ball.
Yeah.
There is lightning in right.
Yeah, so we hope the umpires don't see it, and I think
Oh, man.
an umpire did look at the clouds, so
Yeah, there's absolutely lightning in that cloud in right field.
hopefully it stays to the north of us, as most of the storms are. It might be storms late tonight, but after this game is concluded. 1-2, another foul ball. That's 4 in a row by Robbins.
I mean, maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe it's my old friend Ball Lightning coming back.
The infamous ball lightning from last year.
But there is absolutely some electricity in that sky in right field. I've now seen it a second time, and
Oh,
now a
there's some
third.
more.
Yeah, I don't know.
No thunder yet, so. 1-2, Robbins swings and misses. And another runner left on base in scoring position. And we'll head to the bottom of the sixth. The score is still 5-3 here on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Royal Park.
Welcome back for the bottom of the sixth inning. Patrick Bauer still on the mound for the Giants. We said he could give you a long relief outing, and he's doing just that.
I'm still watching the sky.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is after that moves through, It will cool down, but it's staying to the north of us. Bauer fouled off.
Well, I think the problem right now, David, is, if the Lightning is seen, and you just brought in a new guy, you're probably not going to be able to use him, depending on the length of the leg.
Yeah, and there were two arms warming up earlier.
They've
in the Giants
sat down.
Bullpen. Yeah, they've sat down. There's actually a lot fewer guys in that bullpen than before, it looks like. 0-1 to Bowman, misses. Count goes 1-1.
Yeah, we saw fireworks in that exact spot that the Lightning is consistently flashing. I'd rather have fireworks.
1-1. That one loops in, but Barham White dropped it. Might have been a called strike had he hung on to it. Count goes 2-1. And I think the rule is within a 10-mile radius. We had a lightning delay earlier in this season in the 19-1 game against the DC Grays at DC. Swing and a miss by Bowman. Count goes 2-2.
Yeah, and there were clear skies above for that one.
I mean, and the lightning came nowhere close. So maybe, although we can see it, it is not
maybe it's some
within
heat
the
lightning
radius.
or something.
Yeah, 2-2. This one put on the ground to A.J. Martin, who can't make the play. He throws it anyway, offline.
That's incredible by Burgess to not let that go by him.
Yeah, that's a really good job. They'll score that one an error. And
No doubt about that.
yeah, that's I think what should be the second error on A.J. Martin, and some people it could even be the third, but right now it's scored as the first error on the Giants' third baseman. Having a tough night in the hot corner. That brings up Andrew Williamson, who squares to bunt, puts it on the ground to Burgess, who has to make the play himself. He tags Williamson out in the base path, but the runner, Bowman, will move to second.
Yeah, we were looking at, before this game, the new set of baseball rules for the Dairy Daddies. That's an actual team, by the way.
Yep.
And they said that if you attempt to bunt, it is an automatic ejection, and that would be bad news for the Big Train. They love bunting. They love playing small ball. Which is funny because I don't know why they just don't steal. Maybe it's... you have some guys, maybe Sal Colantro looks at them and says, I don't trust you to run. I would sacrifice an out to move you over. And I guess Bowman, one of those guys.
First pitch to Luke Vaughn found in the zone. He's down 0-1. A one from Bauer. That one loops into the zone at 65.
But I will say, his team is very good at bunting.
Mm-hmm.
They always seem to find a way to get these bunts down. I remember when they came to Chrisville earlier this year, that bunt from, I believe it was Bastion, that really got their bench incensed.
0-2 now to Luke Vaughn. Pitch on the way. This one put on the ground to the second baseman, Powell, who fields it and makes a throw in time. And on the stream, you might see that it was kind of a lackadaisical throw from Powell. Again, he's recovering from major elbow surgery, which is why he's playing second base.
He's done a lot better with his throws since the beginning of the year. He had like a 5-game stretch where I don't think he made a single throw.
Yeah.
He slowed things down. We were talking to him about it, just trying to simplify that throw. And he knows he doesn't need to gun it over there.
Brings up Emilio Gonzalez, who watches ball one.
Yeah, again, I'm not hearing any thunder, which is a good sign, and I'm not seeing any bolts, just flashes in the clouds and right.
1-0 to Gonzalez. He flies this one left field. Sanderoff under it has to read it in the lights, but he makes the grab to end the 6th inning. We'll go to the 7th inning here on the Giants Broadcast Network. The score is still 5-3. And we're back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. A.J. Martin to lead off the top of the 7th. Giants still down 2. First pitch to Martin, low for ball 1.
And look who's still out there.
Yep, Jonathan Stevens.
They might just go Stevens Martzoff.
I think that might be the plan. Maybe Martzoff for the 8th and 9th. 1-0, misses upstairs, now 2-0.
I think that is... I mean, obviously, that would be their best that they can possibly give to the Giants tonight. I mean, they had Kelly, who hit 94, Stevens, and Martzoff.
2-0, fouled back into the netting. Count goes 2-1.
But we looked at the forecast, and it is well north of us. I don't know if it's 10 miles north, but you can see it.
2-1 to Martin. Misses outside. Count goes 3-1.
It's just a big ominous cloud out there. It's kind of funny, you know, from this angle and from this vantage point, this far away from the storm. It looks like the entire storm is just in one cloud.
3-1. He puts us on the ground to the second baseman Crossland, who fields it and makes the throw. That's a great play by Jordan Crossland.
Crossland plays outfield at Maryland. His second base this summer has helped the Giants a lot. Not there. That was an excellent play. That's not an easy play to make at all, to move to your left and to get the throw on target, but he did that.
Yeah, for a second I thought that was in the gap. Would have been Martin's second hit of the night. Barham White steps in. First pitch to him, ball.
Control really has not been there for Stevens here in this inning. I know he did get the out there, but that ball was dangerously close to squirting through. Would have had the tying runner bat here in the 7th.
1-0 to White. Comebacker gets past the pitching mound. The shortstop can't handle it. Bowman going every which way into a somersault. Barham White reaches on an infield single.
Going every which way is a great call.
I mean, he lost his hat, his glasses, and almost his glove.
Tanner Sanderoff in the Giants' pen.
That's interesting, as he's currently in left field.
I know,
Will
he
Burgess.
might need to scurry back,
Yeah.
come hit.
Will Burgess flies this one straight up in no man's land. Left fielder under to make the grab, Jaden Bastian, and there's 2 gone.
Here comes Tanner Sanderoff running back. How far away are we in the order to him?
Still got 3 batters after the guy stepping into the box, Casey Gibbs.
Yeah, I figured it was a few away.
But I mean, this again, the 2-out offense for the Giants has been there. Gibbs looking to extend the inning as swing and a miss by Casey Gibbs.
Maybe they just have Stevens go back out there for a 4th inning.
Be really impressive from him. He pitched 4 the last time these two teams met back on June 19th.
That was here, yeah.
0-1. That one misses outside. Count goes even.
I wonder if he has a pitch limit.
Yeah, a lot of these
Coming
guys,
out of Bama.
Yeah. I mean, Trey Sahajic had a conversation with him. He has a pitch limit per outing and then an inning limit for the season. That one misses upstairs and inside. Count goes 2-1. And it's really interesting because the coaches for each of these players come up with different limits because obviously they want their guys as healthy as possible.
Especially when you're throwing 94.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're throwing that hard, you don't want a guy just pitching every day.
2-1. Gibbs fights this one off out of play left side. Yeah, you're right. I mean, obviously these guys want to get reps. They want to get better, but I think the most important thing is their personal health, as they want to play for their respective schools come springtime. 2-2, 2 out to Casey Gibbs. Fouls this one.
Yeah, so Stevens right now is looking at, what, 50 pitches?
50 pitches flat now. 2-2 again to Casey Gibbs. Pitch on the way. Gibbs puts this one on the ground to the third baseman Whitaker, who makes the throw across the diamond in time. The Giants starting to run out of time. The score is still 5-3, and we'll stretch here in Bethesda. Welcome back to Shirley Povich Field in Bethesda, Maryland. Ominous clouds to our north as the battle for the Cal Ripken League North Division comes down to the wire. The Giants still down 2, but a new arm on the mound for them. Cole Williams from Salisbury making his 4th appearance. And he's had some really, really good relief outings for the Giants. First pitch from Williams as Crossland loses his bat. I mean, that thing disappeared.
He's got to get some sticky spray. That stuff the pitchers can't use. You can see him. I think you can see him. Oh, he's just off the shot. You know what? Let's... Oh, nope.
But, I mean, if you were paying attention there, that bat left the screen in a hurry.
Bat teleported. What in the world?
0-1 to Crossland, swing and a miss, and he lost his top hand again on
What
that
is
one.
going on?
And the glove actually come undone.
What? No, it's his... He has like a special little wrist guard.
Huh.
Okay.
So Jordan Crossland having some...
That's that University of Maryland equipment right there.
0-2, that one bounces outside. Count goes 1-2.
I don't like to see a Terp have that trouble. I know Under Armour just signed a new deal with Maryland. Hope that their stuff works.
1-2 from Williams. That one bounces in again. Count goes 2-2. Crossland trying to fight back after being down 0-2 and losing his bat. Swing and a miss!
That
That one had him fooled.
That's not just a swing and a miss. That's a sword right there from Cole Williams. That is
Over 39, Josh.
some impressive stuff.
That was the brightest flash of lightning we have seen yet. And
And I think you're right. I think it's just so north of us, but it's a bit distracting as the fireworks were last time.
yeah. First pitch to Josh Skoronsky. Misses for ball 1. Skoronsky reached on what I would score an error in the first inning. Since then, hasn't been on base. 1-0. Misses outside now, 2-0.
And again, if you're Williams right now, you're just trying to keep things as they are.
2-0, swing and a miss by Skoronsky.
Just do the best you can.
2-1, misses just outside. Good take by Skoronsky, who's up 3-1. This one hit in the air left field, and that's down for a base hit. Sanderoff playing a deep left field. Couldn't come in to make the grab. And now there's a runner on base for Jaden Bastian.
Number 2, Jaden Bastian.
First pitch to Bastian, bounces in, Barham White, pickoff attempt, got him! Heads up play by Barham White on the back pick.
Every game, somebody makes the mistake of doubting the arm of Barham White. Has it worked out for him, David?
No, it has not. And
No.
what a way to have your pitchers back as this one's flied over our heads and out of play. Count goes to 1-1.
Once you get help like that, if you're on the mound,
1-1 swing and a miss by Bastian.
you got to take advantage.
You certainly do. I mean, that's got to give you a confidence boost. Now the base is empty. You can work at whatever pace you want. Williams shaking off White a little bit. He delivers now. The 1-2. Put on the ground to Kawashima, who can't field it on the backhand. That was a tough hop and a deep infield single for Jaden Bastian.
That would have been an impossible play.
Yeah.
You don't really fault Kawashima there too much, do you? I mean,
No, not at all.
the ball was hit very hard, and now it's Devin Whitaker's turn.
Kawashima now has had to make 2 very hard backhanded plays, just unable to do so, and both of them put really well into the gap. So just unfortunate for the Giants shortstop. Devin Whitaker hits this one high in the air, right field. Robbins under it, makes the grab to end the 7th inning. Another great inning from Cole Williams in relief, and we'll head to the 8th. Time winding down for the Giants here on the Giants Broadcast Network. welcome back to Bethesda, Maryland, as we enter the top of the 8th inning. And Tyler, the 4th meeting between these two teams, and we know exactly what Sal Colangelo's game plan is. We've pretty much gotten every single pitching change correct, and Max Martzoff now on the mound for the Big Train. First pitch to Jaden Brown, misses low and outside.
The Mariano Rivera of the Yankees of the Cal Ripken League. This kid is as good as it gets. The big lefty.
1-0. Brown fouls that one off.
Out of FAU. And the thing with Martzoff this year is that the Giants have, they beat him. Remember that walk-off? That was on him in the 9th inning of that game.
Yeah, Danny Sheeler.
This is going to be the first time that the Big Train will look to him to get multiple innings, to get more than 3 outs, since that Giant walk-off win.
1-1 fouled off by Brown. 1-2. He's kind of frustrated with himself, Jaden Brown, as he stepped out of the batter's box. Thought he could have timed that one up better. As a light show in right field. 1-2. Called strike 3. And Martzoff, that's his 22nd strikeout of the year. And it's going to be a tough ask for the Giants to get on base, number 1, and number 2, score the minimal 2 runs to at least extend the game. First pitch to Masakawa Shima, misses, ball 1.
Well, again, remember, they did get 2 runs on Martzoff.
1-0, called strike, now 1-1.
They did get 2 runs on Martzoff in Gaithersburg. But Martzoff has had such a great career against the Giants.
1-1, misses outside. 2-1. Kawashima has reached base in every at-bat tonight. 2-1, called strike, now 2-2.
And of course, as soon as you say that,
Yeah, I gotta quit talking sometimes.
oops.
2-2. Called strike 3, and to those of you listening, I am sorry. Another broadcaster's jinx for me in the booth. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the 8th.
Number 2, Tanner Sandroff.
Brings up Tanner Sanderoff, who's 0 for 2 tonight.
The Aces also got to this guy.
That first pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Oh, 1. Misses just low. Count goes to 1-1.
There's not been much of anything in this game since, the top of the 3rd?
Yeah, you're right.
That's the last time we've had runs.
Yeah, misses inside 2-1. 5 consecutive zeros for the Giants. 6 consecutive zeros for the Big Train. 2-1 called strike. Count goes 2-2. And Martzoff looking to strike out the side. He already has 2 down looking. 2-2, 2 out in the top of the 8th. It's another called strike 3. Sanderoff upset at himself. Martzoff strikes out the side as he struts off the mound. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network here in Bethesda, Maryland. Cole Williams back on the mound. He first face-off against Jack Guerrero. First pitch to Guerrero misses low.
And again, right now, the job for Williams is, you just want to try to keep it at 5-3.
This one put on the ground to the second baseman, Powell, who fields it, makes the throw in time for out number 1.
That'll work.
That will work.
Again, I know it doesn't, look like many others, the throw from second to first for Powell, but it works. It works. And, that's what's important. He's still trying to relearn that throwing motion, trying to take it slow. Burgess understands. He sets the glove low, and it's led to good results. And I give a lot of credit to Powell for making that change in a tough situation.
First pitch to Keenan Bowman. Bowman was fouled off. 0-1. Called strike 2. And Williams working quickly here in the bottom of the 8th. 0-2 pitch. This one hit in the air and down into right center field for a base hit. Williams just hung that pitch right over the middle part of the plate, and Bowman, trying to protect, was able to punch it into right center field. Brings up Andrew Williamson. First pitch, Williamson cracks this deep to right field. Robbins will watch it go. 7-3 big train. Lightning strikes in right field.
Home run, Andrew Williamson.
He's one of the best hitters in the Cal Ripken League for a reason. That ball was pieced up. And just like that, the Giants' job got a whole lot harder. That ball didn't really look crushed off the bat, but Robbins just turned around and stood there, and that's when you knew.
Yeah. It just kept going and going and hung up there. That brings up Luke Vaughn. And the first pitch missed White's glove and hit, I think, straight off the umpire. It seems to tank it. 0-1, that one plunks Vaughn. And Williams having some control issues.
Well, at this point, do you go to the pen? I doubt it. I mean, just start looking for 2 more outs.
I mean, Norm was warming up, so Capozza likely doing his normal pitching coach meeting. And again, Capozza, I think, is really underrated for his role with the Giants. He's had a really big impact, especially when his pitchers get into these tough situations.
Number 45, Emilio Gonzalez.
Emilio Gonzalez, again, had those 2 back-to-back doubles to start off his game in the first and second inning. First pitch to Gonzalez misses outside.
Jake Plaint throwing right now.
1-0. Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. And Plaint, fun fact about him, I think he was the one that told me he used to be the Big Train bat boy years and years ago. So, almost a hometown return for him. 1-1 misses high and outside. Count goes 2-1.
But he did say he was really happy to get the win against him, so what does that tell you about how he feels about his time?
2-1, excuse me. Now 2-2 as that one was fouled off by Gonzalez.
It was funny, us talking to him in the booth and like about the rivalry between the Giants and the Big Train last season, and then for that game, things kind of flip on its head. And he was like, "Yeah, I know. I didn't need the extra motivation."
2-2, 1 out. Pitch in the dirt, that gets away from White, and Vaughn takes second base on the wild pitch. Count will go full. And Williams, who came into this game looking to limit the damage, has to place this pitch well to avoid putting himself in a 2-on, 1-out jam. Full count, 1 out. Pitch to Gonzalez. He slaps it into left center field, and that's down for a base hit. Vaughn will stop at third, and it's runners on the corners with just 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
I wonder if you just want to save Cole Williams some confidence here and you pull him, because he's been really good for the Giants this year, and you don't want him to get roughed up too much. He's a guy that you really need. I remember, the other night, Sanderoff was taken out in a spot like that, just saying, hey, we don't want you to get roughed up too much.
Crossland fouls this one back into the netting. Oh, 1 to Crossland. He hits a chopper to the shortstop Kawashima, who fields it to second for the out, but cannot complete the double play. Or they will complete the double play on runner's interference. Run will not score, and we will head to the top of the 9th. The Giants needing 4 to at least tie the game.
Big Train are going to protest this. The entire Giants team is off the field. Big Train not happy, but that doesn't matter. Giants are going to need 4 runs here, David.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough ask. We'll step away as Martsolf steps back on to the mound. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. David Lewis alongside Tyler Lochte. Tyler, we have not seen the Giants come back from this many this late all season. We've seen them nearly complete the comeback against the Aces, but they had a lot more outs to deal with. Just 3 tonight.
There have been hilarious things that have happened in the Cal Ripken League. What is going on with the scoreboard out there? How in the world is that still reading 8-3? Oh, there we go.
Not sure.
We got
0-1
it
to
fixed.
Powell, swing and a miss, make that 0-2. Yeah, seems like the Big Train booth didn't understand the runner's interference call.
It's
that
okay, we got him
completed the double
covered.
play. Yeah, we knew what was up.
You can come here for your...
0-2 to Powell.
Whew.
Called ball. Big Train dugout doesn't like it. Certainly Max Martzoff doesn't like it. Brady Powell will take it as now his at-bat's been given a gift. 1-2. Inside, 2-2.
This is the most important at-bat of this game. Because if Powell does not get on, the chances of winning this game drop drastically.
2-2. Inside, but called strike 3. And there's one gone here in the top of the ninth.
Number 23, Aiden Robbins.
And I think Max Martzoff has a little something special up his sleeve for the Giants tonight after that walk-off. He has not had a chance to come in and pick up a save since. And this is a chance here tonight.
First pitch to Robbins misses inside. Count goes 1-0.
I know it's 7-3 now, but remember when he entered the game, it was 5-3, so this would be a 2-inning save.
1-0 gets the outside part of the plate. Count goes to 1-1. And Robbins has to find a way on base by any means necessary if the Giants want a chance at winning. 1-1 fouled back into the netting. He's down 1-2. And the put-away pitch from Martzoff has been there in the inning and a third he's pitched thus far. 4 strikeouts all looking. He's up 1-2 looking for a fifth. 1-2 from Martzoff. Swing and a miss. It's not looking, but it's a 5th straight strikeout for Max Martzoff.
This is the best that Martzoff has looked this year. If he can get 6 for 6, that would really be some performance. Again, remember, the Giants walked him off in Gaithersburg earlier this year, and it seems personal right now on the mound as Martzoff gets another chance for a save against the division leaders.
A.J. Martin looks at strike 1. And the Giants down to their final out. The Big Train looking to even the season series at 2 apiece. 0-1 upstairs. A.J. Martin having to back out of the way.
Yeah, the Giants and Big Train will play 2 more times this year. Once here, once at home.
1-1. Strike 2 called, and the Giants are down to their final strike. Max Martzoff looking to make it 6 consecutive punch-outs. This one lofted in the air. Crossland under it. He calls Rodriguez. Oh, he drops it! And the Giants given a gift. They still have 2 outs, but an error on Jordan Crossland will extend the game.
Number 31, Bar White.
Looked like Crossland tried to backhand the pop-up that kind of moved around as it came back down towards the field. Tough play under the lights. Ultimately couldn't make it. Barham White now at the plate. First pitch, low and inside. Count goes 1-0.
So Jordan Crossland hot-dogging it. And that was the win in his glove.
1-0 swing and a miss by White.
Everybody clap your hands.
1-1 now to Barham White. Pitch on the way. That gets away from Luke Vaughn. And A.J. Martin now in scoring position. Count goes 2-1. Luke Vaughn having a meeting with his pitcher.
I think that he's just saying, look, I know that you should already be out of this, but just focus and keep making your pitches, which Martzoff's done such a great job of doing tonight. As you said, 5 punch-outs.
2-1. Foul back into the netting. Count goes 2-2. And again, he's one pitch away from getting a sixth. The Giants, this will be a game of missed opportunities. They had bases loaded 3 times and unable to really open the floodgates. 2-2. This one put on the ground of the third baseman, Whitaker, who can't field it. And yet again, the Big Train defense not backing up their pitcher, and it's runners on the corners now. Back-to-back errors will bring up Will Burgess.
The Big Train are doing everything that they can to not win this game right now, and it's odd because usually they are known as like the final boss, the stone cold killers of this league. They are having some trouble putting away the Giants right now, but
First pitch to Burgess called strike one.
with 43 on the mound, it seems like every pitch should end it. I mean, that's just how good he is. And you think back to that insurance homer now.
Yeah, for sure. 0-1 to Burgess, swing and a miss. And for the third consecutive time, Max Martsolf a strike away from ending this game. Oh, 2 out, runners on the corners. This one fouled off, and we'll have to go again. Oh, 2 again. Martsolf delivers. Fouled. Vaughn unable to catch it.
And another great opportunity there if he just could have held on to end this game. This is so unlike the Big Train. Errors in this fashion.
0-2 again from Martsolf. Fouled off again. Will Burgess doing everything he can to extend this game. Pitch to Burgess. Inside, ball one. Gutsy takedown, 0-2.
And remember, by the way, if Burgess finds a way on, Casey Gibbs would be the tying run on deck.
1-2. That one misses outside. Count goes 2-2. Two out. Pitch to Burgess. Outside. Count goes full.
This is ridiculous. If he gets on again, Casey Gibbs can tie this game with one swing. How unbelievable would that be?
Job has to be done at the plate. Full count, 2 out. Runners on the corners. Pitch. Check swing. They say he went. And that will end the game. The Big Train take down the Giants 7-3.
That's the end of the game.
And they tie the season series 2 apiece. And the division lead that was once 5 games down to 2.
The final score.
And the Giants will head to only tomorrow. Again, this was such an important weekend against 3 divisional opponents. They walked off the T-Bolts yesterday, fall to the Big Train here, and now they have to look to do the job against the Crop Dusters tomorrow. And again, this will be a game remembered as one of just missed opportunities. And for Tyler Lochte, I'm David Lewis. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. I believe a 6 o'clock first pitch